Hey everyone, how's it going? Thanks so much for tuning in. For today's video, I'm proud to present an up-close and personal, in-depth look at the all-new 2016 Lamborghini Huracán Spyder. This is actually a pre-production Italian vehicle that's just one of a handful that's making its way across the United States, going to different dealerships, unveiling events and the like, so we're really lucky to be able to catch it during its brief stay here. A big thanks and shout out to Lamborghini Carolinas of Greensboro, North Carolina for allowing us this opportunity. For more information about their dealership and current inventory, please feel free to check out their website provided in the description box below. As always, this is going to be a detailed, in-depth review of the Huracán Spyder. We'll start it up, show the engine, get exhaust clip, go over the performance data, and show you many of the unique aspects throughout the interior as well as exterior. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop on in, start it up, let it run. When using the remote to unlock the car, the flush-mounted door handles automatically pop out, similar to the Jaguar F-Types we've looked at recently. You press your thumb and grab the outer end to open. After closing the door, you simply lock it by pressing the handle back flush with the body. This example is finished in blue Cephas, a beautiful pearl effect that looks stunning in person. The Spyder will be available in 11 standard colors along with additional options through the Ad Personam individualization program, including 5 matte variants. Inside, there's 5 trim choices available, including leather Alcantara combinations. Here you'll find a matching Sportivo bicolor interior with blue Cephas and narrow Ade Napa leather. So to start, all you have to do is just make sure you have the key fob within the interior, then simply put your foot on the brake, look in the console and flip up this little red cap, then hit the button to go. The Huracán features a speed-proportional electro-hydraulic steering system with the option of Lamborghini Dynamic Steering or LDS. The latter offers varying ratios from 9:1 to 17:1 compared to the standard 16.2:1 ratio. Quickening or relaxing the steering is necessary based on speed of travel and which drive mode you have the car set to. At speeds below 31 miles an hour, the steering provides more assistance to aid in low-speed maneuvers. On the other hand, at speeds greater than 62 miles an hour, there's less assistance for more precise maneuvers such as lane changes on the highway. Out on the track, the steering feels wonderful, very responsive and quick. One big change over the Gallardo is the steering wheel itself. It still features a 3-spoke flat-bottom design, but the Huracán's looks and feels more aggressive while incorporating a slew of multifunction controls and various hexagonal cues. Like Ferrari's human-machine interface approach, all of your necessary driving controls have now been relocated from the stalks on the column to be mounted on the steering wheel itself. On the upper spokes, you'll find a toggle lever for the turn signals and high beams to the left, with your wipers and windshield washer to the right. Even though the Gallardo had a much simpler buttonless steering wheel, the Huracán's is far more ergonomic once you get used to it. I love the control placements, all easy to see, no guesswork needed, especially when driving on the track. The change-up also allowed for the use of larger paddle shifters. Drive modes have become a common element to any modern sports car regardless of the price point. Same goes for the Huracán. Its system, dubbed Anima, is composed of 3 modes: Strada, Sport, and Corsa. They're selected via the red toggle switch in the bottom spoke of the steering wheel. Strada is Italian for road and is relatable to a comfort mode or day-to-day default setting. Sport dials things up a bit while opening up the dual-mode exhaust. Corsa, or Race in Italian, tunes the car for the highest levels of performance and handling best experienced on the track. Anima stands for Adaptive Network Intelligent Management and regulates a whole host of systems from transmission programming, engine and throttle response, to the speed of the optional variable ratio steering, stiffness of the optional mandatory logical dampers, and settings for the all-wheel drive system. Anima also means soul in Italian, a seemingly appropriate choice as no matter what mode you're in, the car delivers a distinct personality, seamlessly adapting the systems to deliver an impressive level of driver engagement relative to the mode. In Strada, the steering is lighter and gear changes are performed automatically with the end goal of better fuel economy. When equipped with magnetic ride control, the shocks are set to their softest setting while stability control is in full effect. When switching to Sport or Corsa, the steering firms up, the exhaust becomes louder, the shocks firm up, and gears are held longer while in automatic mode. The transmission also feels more responsive with quicker gear changes and rev matching downshifts, accompanied by incredible exhaust crackles. Of course, you have the option of selecting gears manually regardless of the mode, but in Corsa it defaults to manual shifting. The Huracán features a 7-speed dual-clutch automated manual transmission known as Lamborghini Doppia Frizione or LDF. It offers a huge performance and drive quality advantage over the Gallardo's single-clutch 6-speed e-gear automated manual. It's similar in design to the S-tronic gearbox in the Audi R8, albeit slightly modified for Lamborghini's application. LDF is a far more responsive gearbox than its predecessor with quicker shifts and almost zero interruptions in power between gear changes. The transmission supports both full auto and manual shifting via the large but thin paddles mounted to the steering column. To place the car into drive or first gear, you simply pull on the right paddle. Pull both paddles towards you simultaneously to place it in neutral. You can switch between auto and manual by the M button in the center console. P puts the car in park, while reverse is engaged by pulling up on the lever labeled R. There's front and rear parking sensors along with a standard backup camera that shows up in the new reconfigurable 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster. It allows you to go between a full speedometer or tachometer, the infotainment system, or a combination of the two. You go between the display modes by a small bank of buttons to the bottom left of the steering wheel. At the rear, a standard mechanical limited slip differential allows for more fine-tuning of torque transfer and greater traction. Launch control